Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports Talk back into the video today. And today, the Houston Astros have beat the Cleveland Guardians 5-2. What a win for the Houston Astros. And, I'm going to start off by talking about the pitcher in this game for the Houston Astros, and that's Ronel Blanco. Blanco went 5 innings. Love the fact that the Astros didn't use him too much in this game. His pitch count was 86. Technically, the Astros could have put him out there for a 6th inning if they wanted to. And they really could have done that. And nope, they didn't. I love that decision right there because this is a guy who you're looking at, giving you some good innings in the postseason, and a guy that's pitched a lot this year and you've relied on so much. And I think at times you've pitched him way too deep. This is a guy who's gone out there. He's hit. He's had a no-hitter. He's been outstanding. He's pitched probably no. I don't think there's. I don't know. I don't know this for sure, but I'm probably sure that there is no pitcher on this no starting pitcher on this Astros team that has pitched more innings than him. Maybe Hunter Brown. I could be wrong, but I bet it is probably Blanco. Don't know that for sure, but Blanco has worked his ass off this year. This is the last time we're going to see Blanco in the regular season. So what a year it was for him. But now we got to start to talk about the playoffs. And I was already pretty sure on this before this outing, but now I'm 100% who the 4th starter should be if the Astros make it past the wild card. I hate to say that. I think the Astros probably make it past the wild card and are able to win win the wild card and get into the ALDS, most likely against these Cleveland Guardians, potentially, most likely, unless the Guardians win these final 2 games and get the 1 seed over the Yankees. But I think Blanco should be the 4th starter. Knowing how he did against this Guardians lineup today, and starting off with that. Also, I think with how much he's pitched this year, how much experience he's earned, I think he has earned it over Spencer Arrighetti. Arrighetti can be a guy who can be a 5th starter if they need to go there in the playoffs, or it can be a guy who can just give you long innings in the postseason. Maybe he can do something like Luis Garcia and Hunter Brown did for the Astros in the 2022 playoffs when the Astros won the World Series, most likely. So I'm really excited to see what Blanco will do, but I'm pretty sure if the Astros make it past the wild card and head to the ALDS, most likely to face these Guardians, that Blanco will be a starter for the Astros over Arrighetti. And for me right now, I'm taking Blanco as that 4th starter over Verlander and over Spencer. Let me know your thoughts, though, in the comment sections. Let's get into this game, though. Astros win 5-2, 13 hits for the Astros, 3 for the Guardians, 1 error for each team. I'm not going to lie, watching this game made me really pissed off that the Astros lost 3 games against the Mariners and the Angels, because and some of those games were close games. I look at those 3 losses, and if the Astros could have got those wins, which we all know they were capable of getting those wins, this series could have been huge, because there was a really close game last Sunday against the Angels, which would have been big, and then the 2 losses against the Mariners. If the Astros could have got those wins, you're looking at the Astros being 90-70 right now with 2 games left against the Guardians. The Astros, if they were able to get those wins against Seattle and Los Angeles, we're looking at the Astros having a shot to get a bye and skip the wild card. But unfortunately, the Astros cannot get those wins against the Angels and the Mariners. But it is what it is. The Astros have to fight now in the wild card. But win goes to Blanco. He's 13-6 on the year now. Loss goes to Cantillo. He's 2-4, 3 2/3, 6 hits, giving up 3 earned runs, 7 strikeouts, 2 walks. Meanwhile, Blanco only gave up 1 hit in 5 innings, 3 strikeouts against a team that doesn't really strike out a lot, and gave up only 2 walks. Great outing for Ronel. Scoring summary: Bregman hit his sacrifice fly to right. Altuve scored in the first, 1-0. Gray Kessinger was able to score off of a Cantillo wild pitch. Altuve to third. It's 2-0. Then Tucker brings in a run in the fourth right after that wild pitch. Altuve scored. It's 3-0. Victor Caratini with a home run to right, 350 feet. It's 4-0. Zach Dezenzo in the fifth inning with a home run. Back-to-back home runs for the Astros to center, 446 feet. Man, did he just crush that, 5-0. And you could be looking at him as the potential replacement for Alex Bregman if he leaves. I definitely know with what I saw the other day, I do not want Shea Whitcomb as the Bregman replacement. I think Shea has actually been pretty good at the plate this year when he's been given the opportunity. I think he's shown some really good things at bat, but defensively, I do not like Shea Whitcomb defensively, and I think that's a very negative thing with him. But Dezenzo is a guy who hasn't looked terrible. He's hit a couple home runs. He's shown some power. He's had some nice hits. 2 for 5 today, a home run and a single. Here's the thing: honestly, I don't know if the Astros are as confident with guys like Dezenzo or Shea Whitcomb as Alex Bregman replacements, as they've been confident with other replacements in the past. I know I hear people talk about all the time how the Astros have been so confident in Correa and Springer leaving, and they didn't do anything to they didn't do anything to bring those guys back and just let them walk. And they went ahead with their replacements. Well, the Astros were very confident in Jeremy Pena. They were very high on him and knew he could come in and do a good job, and he did. The next year, his first year, he literally won World Series MVP. Same thing with Kyle Tucker. As George Springer in his last year with the Astros, mainly playing right field, Springer would flip-flop back from right field and center field, but the Astros were high on Kyle Tucker being the replacement for George, and because of what they knew he could do. Now I don't know if there's a lot of confidence in the guys that would replace Bregman, as there have been in the past for the guys that have replaced Springer or Correa. So all right. In the ninth inning, the Guardians did score 2 runs on RBI double for Fry and a Martinez ground out to second, 5-2. All right, the hitters were terrific. The only guy that didn't have a hit in the lineup, or 2 guys that didn't have a hit in the lineup today, were Jake Myers and Gray Kessinger. And Kessinger did have a walk and scored a run off of a wild pitch. Altuve went 2 for 4, scoring 2 runs, had 2 doubles with a walk. Kyle Tucker went 3 for 5 with 3 singles, infield single in the first, a single to right in the fourth, and a single to right in the eighth. Bregman went 3 for 4. Just like Altuve, his first 2 hits were doubles to left and right, and then a single to right in the eighth. Yander Diaz went 1 for 4. He had a walk in the eighth and a single to left in the third. Caratini went 1 for 5 with a home run. That was his only hit. Back to Yander Diaz. Yander Diaz needs to get some time off in these next couple games. Final couple games of the season, the Astros need to give him some time off. He's been a guy who's been playing almost every day this season, and the Astros need to take advantage of these games not really mattering and give Yander some days off. Zach Dezenzo went 2 for 5, like I mentioned. Jake Myers went 0 for 4 with a walk, though. A lot of walks for the Astros tonight. Dubon went 1 for 4. He had a walk. Kessinger went 0 for 3. He had a walk. A total of 6 walks for the Astros tonight, so a lot of walks. Let me know your thoughts on the Astros getting the 5-2 win. Here we go. Speaking of bullpen, we saw Spencer Arrighetti pitch in this game tonight. I even forgot about that. 2 1/3 for Arrighetti. They give up 3 walks, had 4 strikeouts. So, I think with Spencer coming late in this game and getting some bullpen work, it reminds me of these last couple years. With the end of the season, we'll see Hunter Brown come in and pitch into the bullpen to end the year. Obviously, that's not the case for Hunter this year since he's going to be in the starting rotation for the playoffs. But when Hunter was earlier in his career, he'd be off the pen, compared to a starter before in the postseason. And we would see the Astros kind of prepare him for the postseason by, giving him a couple innings at the end of the regular season off the bullpen. So I would think that with Blanco having the outing he had in this game and Eric Eddy coming off the bullpen, that I think that probably settles it, that if the Astros make it past the wild card and they head to the ALDS, Blanco will be a starter for them. Especially since this is the most likely team that they will face in the ALDS if they make it there. And that Blanco has, better numbers against this Guardians team than Arrighetti does. Blanco looked terrific against them today. And Arrighetti didn't look bad. He didn't give up a hit, but he did give up 3 walks. So both guys were good, but Blanco was way better against this Guardians lineup today. Let me know your thoughts on the Astros 5-2 win in the comment section, and peace out. Go Astros.